Hey, what's up, guys? Russ Anderson, Anderson Security Consulting, andersonsecurityconsulting.com. On Facebook and Instagram is Anderson Security Consulting. On Twitter, it's exec_protect. That's exec_protect. Everything will be linked in the description below. Please consider hitting like. If this video has any value to you whatsoever, hit subscribe, especially when you hit the like button. It triggers the YouTube algorithm to distribute this video to a wider audience. So I thank you very much in advance for everything, and thank you for clicking on the video. And also too, if you have any suggestions, well, if you have comments, please put them in the comment section below. If you have suggestions, put them in the comment section below. Alternatively, you can send any suggestions for videos to be analyzed, or situations or circumstances, or even advice to andersonsecurityconsulting@gmail.com, andersonsecurityconsulting@gmail.com. I can't promise that I'll get to every comment, but I do try to. Some of them, if they don't make any sense, or even if they're angry, I'll still, for the most part, click thank you for watching the video, or thank you for the comment. So I'm not going to filter the comments. I'm not deleting anybody or banning anybody from the comment section. Have at it. Just have at it. Anyway, so let's get into the meat and potatoes of this particular video. I'm going to reference some of my notes. So, two Cleveland Brown players, Greg Newsome II plays cornerback, and Perion Winfrey plays tackle, were robbed on the 5th of June 2023 at approximately 3:30 a.m. By 6 armed men as they were leaving a club. So, number one, you leave in a club. Nightclubs are, I don't know why people even go to nightclubs. I'm surprised that industry hasn't died. Bar scene has been rendered pretty much useless ever since social media came out and dating apps and everything. You don't have to go to a sweaty club and sit there and, do whatever the mating dance people used to do back in the day. You can literally just swipe left and right and have a conversation online with somebody nowadays. But hey, I understand it. You want to go out and hang out. You guys are at your, I think it was one of the mini camps or whatever it was. And so they're at the club. I don't know what type of club it was. It could have been a gentleman's club. Who knows, right? So they're out. And, another note is nothing good happens after 1 a.m. if you're out. Nothing good happens after 1 a.m. if you're out and about. It just doesn't, guys. So, for me, 1 a.m. now, and again, I used to be that guy that would close down a club sometimes. Sometimes I'd have to close down a club because I was with a client. A lot of times that's what I was doing when I was closing down clubs. I'd have clients that were in the VIP, and they just wanted to stay because they were having fun. Okay, fine. In those particular cases, they had me, they had other guys, so they were covered and protected, and we were on point, as we always are. So they're leaving a club at 3:30 a.m. It's just the two of them. They go to Mr. Newsome's truck. Guess what? There's a car parked nearby. 6 armed men, six armed men, bum rushed them, demand their jewelry. They gave up the jewelry. Shout out to them. You got 6 guns pointed at you, even if you have 1 gun pointed at you. And these are not weak guys. Mr. Newsome II plays cornerback, prime of his life, some of the fittest people on the planet. Apparently Mr. Winfrey he plays tackle. He's like 6'4", 290, 300 pounds. These are big, strong dudes. You know what I mean? But guess what? The equalizer is right here. This is an equalizer. Doesn't matter how big you are. Like me, I'm a martial artist. I have a couple of different belts. I've studied different combatives, including Krav Maga and a couple of others as well too. I wrestled. I boxed. I wouldn't consider myself a slouch or a weak guy or a pushover. And but here's the thing about all the classes I've taken, all the combatives training and unarmed and armed combat training I've had, I missed the class where they taught people how to kung fu bullets out of midair. So guess what? Somebody runs up on you, they got these on you. Guess what? You lost. Live to fight another day. And so shout out to them for just giving up their gear. Apparently they weren't harmed, so they were like, "Oh, okay, here you go. You got us. Here you go. All right, here you go. Yeah, you want the keys too? Here you go." And so they made off with their jewelry and Mr. Winfrey's truck. So when you look at this sort of thing, were they inviting targets? Yes. Were they probably set up? Yes, somebody was probably scoping them out and said, "Yo, these 2 dudes are here." Again, they don't have security. Wink, wink, hint, hint. They don't have security. It's just those 2. they get, they making it rain at the club or whatever else, so they may not have any cash left over. Who knows? They didn't mention any cash being taken in the news article. So, but at the end of the day, they really shouldn't have been in that position in the first place. Now I get it. Single guys, the prime of life, they got a ton of money and fame, and they just life is a big party. They want to have fun. I get it. I understand, but you still got to be a little bit more prudent. Because whenever you guys hit town, like when basketball players hit a certain town or whatever else, everybody knows where these guys are going to go. Everybody knows the spots these guys like to go. They're going to go to the spots where all the girls are. The women know where all these guys are going to go because they know, they got that, I don't know if they still got that website, Baller Alert. Women would literally put out alerts. Look, hey girls, there's a baller out. He's going to be at this club. So if y'all want to meet the baller, go ahead and shoot your shot, and the place would be just covered with women that are putting forth their best foot forward. Shout out to all the ladies putting their best foot forward. Nothing bad about you. I ain't saying nothing like that. I'm just saying let's be real. This is a realistic situation. So the women may be wanting to meet you guys because you're ballers, but the other guys want to find out where you are because you represent a come up. A come up, for those of you from the George W. Bush community, a come up is a situation where you can make immediately or very rapidly make a lot of money. All right, so and typically a come up is usually criminal in nature. Usually someone has to be victimized by your come up. That's just how it goes. And so they wound up in the wrong place at the wrong time. These guys knew they were coming, and they wound up getting got. And which can happen to anyone, but it makes it easier when you're not paying attention to what you're doing. It makes it easier when you're going out to places where things can happen. If you're out that early in the morning, 3:30 in the morning, nothing good's gonna happen, man. But shout out to those brothers, both Mr. Newsom II and Mr. Winfrey. You made it out of this experience alive. That is a blessing. That is a blessing. So thank God, or whatever deity you happen to worship, that you made it out of that in one piece, and then try to adjust your behavior in the future. This is not a case where these guys really probably needed security. They just needed to be a little bit more prudent with their behavior and their movements. So anyway, it's your boy Russ. Again, please leave any comments in the comment section. Like, subscribe if you haven't considered doing so. Please consider doing so. Liking is free for you, but it's very valuable to the channel and valuable to myself. If this video or any other videos that I've made or videos I'm going to be making in the future has any value to you whatsoever, whether entertainment-wise or educational-wise, please consider subscribing as well too. Thank you for those of you who have subscribed so far with 125 subscribers. My videos have been a little bit sparse the last week and a half or so, just because I've been so busy with work. I run a private investigation company. I have interns that work for me. I have investigators that work for me. Usually they're pretty self-sufficient and autonomous, but I still have to supervise them. I'm also a bail bondsman, so I stay busy with that as well too. I'm also raising a 16-year-old son by myself. I'm a single dad as well too. And I'm also looking at starting at some point my own bail bonds company. And so I stay pretty busy, so please bear with me. I will be making more videos more frequently. I'm trying to figure out a way to make videos that are and just kind of keep them in the can until I need them later on, and just kind of schedule them to come out on a regular basis. I'll be doing that as well too. Anyway, thank you very much. It's your boy Russ. I'm out.